Democrats now, and of course in Scotland there, one dimension of the SNP performance is not just how they affected Labour, also took out some big Lib Dem scalps there, Danny Alexander and the former leader Charles Kennedy amongst them. I've got the former Lib Dem leader Paddy Ashdown with me now. Paddy, first of all, I mean, your feelings, what an awful night.
Dermot, you can invent the adjectives of pain and I'll go along with them. I mean, humbling, humiliating, painful beyond our imaginings. But look, I'm immensely proud of the campaign that we fought under our brilliant leader Nick Clegg, a campaign for decency, a campaign for those values of liberalism and I think the quintessential values of Britain, of respect for others, of tolerance, of working together. We need those values now, I think, in a country that is perhaps dangerously divided more than ever before, and we will continty to fight for them.
You didn't believe the exit poll, did you? Which showed you said you'd eat your hat. Have you got one with you, or have you already eaten it?
Ali Campbell, who promised he'd eat his kilt, and I think should put on a public display, and we'll sell tickets. He can eat his kilt, and I'll eat my hat. And I'll tell you, I'll never question an exit poll again. But look, the real question is, where are we? And we are bruised, of course, set back, of course, but I return to this central concept. Those values for which we fought are values I'm proud to have fought for, and the campaign is one I'm proud to have fought with Nick, who I think did brilliantly, and you may be certain that we will continue to fight for those which are needed in Britain today more than ever before.
Well, with the seats the Lib Dems do end up with, do you think if the Conservatives require it to govern, you should consider another coalition?
Inconceivable. I've spoken to Nick and I believe he thinks it's inconceivable too. This is up to our party to decide. Of course, they are the sovereign body and they will make their decision. But my judgment is that that is an inconceivable option, no.
What about Nick Clegg staying on as leader after this performance?
Do the man a favour. He has served this country magnificently. He has done outstandingly well in this campaign. He's been our Deputy Prime Minister. Give him a bit of space to make his own decision. I'm not speculating on it.
Just hearing that the last Scottish seat has declared, giving the SNP a total of 56 seats out of 59. What does the United Kingdom do about Scotland, about the SNP's demands, and about that widespread feeling that Westminster doesn't speak for Scotland anymore?
I think our Prime Minister has more or less single-handedly created the SNP Mark II by that very foolish speech that he made straight after the Scottish referendum. That turned many who voted no into SNP voters. And now by unleashing a campaign of fear against Scottish nationalism, and some would say against Scots themselves, I think we now have a country standing into real danger in terms of us breaking up. Real danger. Now, look, the government has been elected. It's going to be a Conservative government. I wish them well. They have a division to heal. We will judge them as to whether they do that. We now have a government that had a majority of 70. We now have a very slim majority, run probably by its extreme right wing. There were 16 of them in Mr. Major's time. There are now 60 of them. And I fear terribly that you're going to have not a stable government, but a very unstable one, driven by its right wing. Look, I hope it doesn't happen. I hope Mr. Cameron's able to rise above that. I hope he is able to put fear away that he used in this campaign.
And just lastly about your own party. What now then? How do you heal these wounds? Because there are plenty in the party now saying we shouldn't have done it. We shouldn't have gone into coalition.
Really don't think
it was very, very damaging. And look what our former colleagues have done to us in the constituencies.
I really don't think that's true. I think the vast majority of the party are extremely proud that we took up the reins of government at a time when the country was in such a powerless state, that we put the national interest first, and that we've achieved a very, very... Well, he said so specifically and in those terms, I think, on your programme, so I think I can presume yes. But look, reflect on this fact, that the one party and the one leader who have put the national interest first is a party that suffered a very great deal. That says a lot about our politics at present. But look, let's come back to the central question. The party has suffered. It suffered grievously. And those values of decency, of tolerance, which are the essential values upon which the quintessential character of Britain is based, are now weaker today than ever before. Only the Liberals will fight for those, and we will do so. We will be back, I can promise you. We are not giving up this fight.
OK, Paddy Ashdown, thank you very much indeed. Well.